Hello, my name is John Garcia, and this is Persuasive Speech 2024, and this is my audience for today. All right. Persuasive speech on global warming. Imagine waking up to a world where natural disasters are the norm. Coastal cities are submerged, and food shortages are rampant. This isn't some dystopian sci-fi movie. It's a glimpse into the future if we don't address global warming today. Global warming is one of the most critical issues facing humanity, and we must take immediate, coordinate global action to mitigate its effects. Whether we realize it or not, global warming affects us every day in the aspects of our lives. Our economy and our health, and the environment we depend upon. Today, I'm going to talk about the causes of global warming, the consequences if we fail to act, and the solutions that can help us avoid this disaster. Let's start with the causes. The reality is that global warming is primarily caused by us human activities that release excess amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. The biggest contributor, you might ask, is the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas. Every time we drive a car, power our homes with non-renewable energy, or operate factories, we release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. CO2 is the most prominent greenhouse gas, trapping heat and causing our planet to warm up. Another significant factor is deforestation. Trees naturally absorb carbon dioxide, but when we cut them down at alarming rates, we lose that buffer, and more CO2 stays in the atmosphere. According to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, human influence has unequivocally warmed the atmosphere, ocean, and land. This is not speculation, it's happening, and we are responsible. So what happens if we don't act? The consequences of global warming are catastrophic. We're already seeing the effects rising temperatures are causing ice caps to melt, which leads to rising sea levels. Coastal cities like Miami and New York could be underwater within our lifetime if we don't stop this trend. Global warming also makes extreme weather events more frequent and severe. We've all seen the increase in hurricanes, wildfires, and droughts over the past few years. But the impacts go even further. Global warming threatens human health too. Heat-related illnesses are on the rise, and disasters like malaria, once confined to tropical regions, are spreading as warmer temperatures allow disease-carrying mosquitoes to thrive in new areas. NASA's data shows that 19 of the warmest years on the record have occurred since 2001. This is not a coincidence, but it's a clear sign that the planet is heating up. But while global warming is daunting, there is hope, and we can take tangible actions to slow its progress. First and foremost, we must transition away from fossil fuels and shift into renewable energy sources like wind, solar, and geothermal power. We already have the technology, we just need the commitment to make the change. Governments also play a crucial role. They must implement stricter emissions, regulations, and carbon taxes to hold corporations accountable for their environmental impact. Big businesses are responsible for a huge chunk of emissions, and without regulations, they'll continue to prioritize profits over the planet. But this isn't about the government and corporations. Each of us can make a difference too by reducing carbon footprints, driving less, recycling, conserving energy. We can contribute to the solution. It may seem small, but collectively, these actions add up. The UN climate report stresses that if we want to limit global temperatures rise to a 1.5 degrees Celsius, we need to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. It's a challenging goal, but not impossible if we act now. Global warming is a man-made crisis, but it's not too late to prevent its worst effects. If we act now, we know the causes of global warming. We understand the consequences, and we have the solutions within reach. The key is commitment, both globally and individually. I urge you to push for policy changes, adopt sustainable practices in your daily life, and raise awareness about this critical issue. Our planet's future and our future depend on what we do next. Thank you so much for your time.